And we're at SOL, as my mother would say, that shit out of luck.
We just want to set it to an executive session.
You ready? Oh, we recorded that. Okay. All right.
We need to do something.
Yes, I agree. John, can you lead us in a pledge of allegiance? All rise, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And do we have
Yes, he is here.
Dave Cook, Reverend Cook from Calvary Baptist Church? Sir, yeah, absolutely, right there. Would you like us to sit or stand?
Whatever you prefer. You can sit.
Well, everyone's sitting, so we'll sit.
Father, I come before you tonight. I just thank you so much for just your mercy upon us every day. I just want to pray for your blessing upon this meeting. Pray for your blessing upon the council as they make decisions this evening. And I just pray, Lord, that all that goes on tonight would be to the good of this community and to your honor as well. I just pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Reverend Cook. Calvary Baptist Church in Riverhead. Flanders, Riverhead, though, right?
Yeah, Riverside.
Riverside. John Andrew Kay?
I'm sorry?
You know John Andrew Kay? Oh, okay. I thought he used to. Never mind, sir. All right. So we have, is Diane Beatty here? Oh, there you are. So we're going to come on up and honor you. Retiring. So these are the glasses that only see low.
Wow, that's really pretty. Is that glass?
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So,
Thank you.
Diane, it's
Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Diane has been with the town. Face around and face your employees, his fellow employees. You've retired from the town of Riverhead after, former employees, after 22 years of service. You started in 1997 as an account clerk typist when you moved to the recreation department and stayed there until you retired. Your extraordinary dedication to the recreation department will be missed and should be a model, will serve as a model to the rest of the employees of the town of Riverhead. And even though you are retiring, I don't know why I'm looking at this because I'm not reading it, even though you're retiring, you're going to be missed, and everybody is going to remember you and remember what you've done for us in the recreation department. And on behalf of the town, well, you guys can handle this. We give you looks like there's a little schmutzy on there, the acrylic seal of approval or retirement. So unfortunately, once you get this seal, that means you are retired. The only person that wasn't retired that got it was Anne Marie Prudenti, and she got a little nervous, and Assemblyman Fred Thiel. But because we care for you and we value the service that you gave the town, in our sincere appreciation. Wow, I'm having a tough time. We want to give you this town seal.
Thank you so
And
much.
John has a proclamation that I started to sort of read.
And this is yours too.
Oh, thank you so
Okay.
much.
Would you like to say anything? Got a lot of fellow members here. Would you like to say anything?
I really enjoyed my time here.
Well, we wish you much luck and success in your retirement. Are you staying here? Are you going anyplace? Or?
I'm staying for a little while. I'll eventually go down south, I think. But
Well, we thank you very
thank
much.
you so much. Thanks again.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you again.
Oh, you are.
Thank you, Diane, for your time.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. We have, no, those are mine. Please, I won't be able to see anything. We have two public hearings. The first is scheduled for 7:05, and it is now 7 minutes. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Look at that, I'm rushing right through.
All right, I make a motion that we approve the minutes of the town board meeting on May 3rd, 2016. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
The minutes are approved.
Okay.
You want me to
Yes, if you can go right in.
Okay. Under correspondence, we received a letter from Sandra Reeve referencing the town rental code as it pertains to the definition of hotel motel tax. And she's looking for support for her request for exemption of the J&S summer cottages. There was an anonymous letter requesting changes to the town rental code concerning the 30-day permitted minimal rental term. Larry Sims sent a letter requesting that the town board enact a resolution requiring that all public meetings conduct only business included on an agenda posted on the town website at least 7 days prior. William Quinones sent a letter of withdrawal for a Chapter 90 special event permit called Native Events that was tentatively scheduled for July 30th and 31st on the Epcal property. Under reports, the tax receiver total tax collection to date as of May 17th, $93,246,714.58. Town clerk monthly report for April was $10,073.24. Sewer district submitted their discharge monitoring report for April, and there was the 2015 annual financial report submitted.
All right, are there any other reports? Committee reports? No? Not seeing any? One? Hearing anyone? Jill, can you give me a pen? I was gonna try to text you that. Of course, I've walked out without a pen. Do you have an extra one? We have an extra one. Thank you, Diane. You know me so well. We'll start with the public hearings. So we have the first public hearing scheduled for 7:05. It is now 7:07. We will open the public hearing for consideration of a local law to enact a local law to provide for the codification of local laws, ordinances, and certain resolutions of the town of Riverhead into a municipal code to be designated the code of the town of Riverhead. And Diane, this really has been your baby, so why don't you say a couple words about it?
This is going to be our new town code book.
Oh my
Bob has the old one, and there are 2 volumes, actually. He only has one. General Code is our publisher, and they came to us and indicated that it might be a good idea to clean up our town code book and just to clean up inconsistencies or anything that just was out of sorts. So it was quite a process. Anne Marie Prudenti was a big help, and Jeff Murphy and Jeff Seaman, Bob also. It's been a laborious effort, but we're finally getting to the end of this project, and our code should be much more concise and better cleaned up than it was before. So this will be the book. We'll have to get used to it because the chapter numbers are all different. So when we say chapter 90, there is no more chapter 90. I think it's 244, I believe. So, and chapter 108, as we know it, as our zoning code, is 301, isn't it? I think it's 3. So we're going to really have to get used to that. But there is a section in the back.
Yep.
There's a section in the back that gives all the details on that, the old code compared to the new code. So that hopefully will go into effect soon, but it is not in effect as of yet.
All right,
So-
well, thank you.
And we'll have an adoption of that?
Yes, yes.
So it'll
Tonight's
be
the public
by town board resolution.
Yep.
Yes, Diane pointed out, this has been a process that's going back a ways. The town board over years adopted various things either by local law, by ordinance, or by resolution. Any one of those could be the proper way to adopt and enact legislation into the books. In 1976, this, as Diane pointed out, we had this little book in it, laid out that's exactly what they were doing in 76. They were taking all of the resolutions, all the local laws, and all the various things that had been adopted over the years and putting them into one thing, i.e. the town code of the town of Riverhead. And that was adopted in 1976. It's interesting when you start looking at these things. For example, in 1959, when the first zoning ordinance was adopted, it appeared as a full-page spread in a local paper, 2 sides. That was the zoning ordinance. That was it. And it's kind of neat to
Now
see.
it's
And
half
Diane
that
still
thick.
has that in her office. It's
I have
a really
that
neat
book, too.
little. So, and then zoning ordinance 26, which was about maybe 1/4 inch thick, and that was the entire zoning ordinance. So,
It's grown.
but that's what we're here to recodify, put it into a new format, make it a little bit easier, and renumber those town code sections.
All right, does anybody else wish to be heard on this?
Karen's
riveting
spinning.
public
She's-
hearing.
She has to adapt to all new code sections.
Yeah.
What is she gonna do? We'll have to get you a lot of yellow sticky notes, Karen.
Right, so, not seeing anybody, we are going to close the public comment portion. Leave it open for written comment till May 27, 2016. Second public hearing, 4:30 in the town clerk's office. Second public hearing is a public hearing to hear all interested people wishing to be heard on the matter of the petition of J. Petroselli Associates for the extension of the parking district to include the property known as 428 East Main Street, Riverhead, New York, now we fondly know as the Preston House. We open that public hearing, and Mr. Russo, I believe you're going to speak on behalf of the applicant.
That's correct, Mr. Supervisor. If you wouldn't mind, I just need to get the client who's out.
Oh, okay.
I apologize.
Well, while he's doing that, hopefully we don't get sued because I'm going to mess up the public record. The Teen Idol competition is this Sunday, May 22nd, and the kids have been working very hard. Jim's not here, but you can get your tickets, and we'd love to have you come out to the Teen Idol this Sunday. And of course,
It's at the senior center.
Senior Center, and I'm looking for the time. Of course, I don't see it in
Usually in the
this
evening.
this 2 o'clock, there we go, 2 o'clock at the Senior Center in Aquabog. So if you can come out to Teen Idol, all you CSEA members should support the local talent out there. Mr. Russo? How you
Yes,
doing?
Mr. Supervisor, we're
Good.
ready to proceed.
All right, go ahead, sir. Eric Russo.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Supervisor and members of the town board. I appreciate the opportunity to come before you this evening and speak regarding the application for public hearing of extension of the parking district as it relates to Riverhead Town Improvement District Number 1. My name is Eric Russo. I'm with the law firm of Van Brunt, Jesuiak & Russo with offices at 140 Main Street in Sayville. I represent J. Petroselli Development Associates, a general partnership with offices at 100 Comex Street, Ronkonkoma, New York. The applicant who is seeking the petition purchased the subject property, which has been abandoned, as the people of the town and the board is familiar, for the last 12 years. They purchased it on July 9th of 2014, and it's approximately a 0.25 acre site of 12,896 square feet. The purpose that the Petroselli Development Associates is seeking is pursuant to New York State Town Law Article 12 to petition you as the board to extend the district to include the property in question. It's known as 428 East Main Street in Riverhead, tax map number 600-129-3-13, wholly within your township. And with me this evening is Joseph Petroselli, who is a partner in the partnership, along with Brian DeLuca, who is the executive director of Atlantis Holding Company and assisting us with the presentation. As indicated, I have provided you each with a booklet, and in the booklet that I have provided you with, it shows the original request of the applicant on December 31, 2015, by letter to you as the board requesting the inclusion of the property in the district. It provides you with a copy of the petition extension that we're seeking, the property survey dated June 26, 2014, as prepared by Young & Young, and a copy of the Riverhead Town Parking District map, as well as the parking district map annotated with tax lot 13 that we're seeking to include. And I've also provided you with 2 letters of support that we received from the Riverhead Improvement District, Business Improvement District, as well as Jerry and the Mermaid, which is the seaside clam bar and grill in the area. I've also included an article that dates back to May 14th, 2008, from Suffolk Life. And the reason that I gave you that particular article was to just recall the board back to a time when we were originally seeking petition into the district for what is now known as the Atlantis Holding Company, LLC, which is the hotel and the Seaside Ballroom. The documents that I provided you with give you and reflect the boundaries of the district and what we're seeking to include. And why we're here is because we're seeking to renovate the existing residence that many of the public and you as a board are familiar with, known as the Preston House. Now, the Preston House sits within the Riverhead Historic District. It is not a historic landmark, although there's been some discussion that that be considered for this particular property. And we are seeking to convert this residence, as I indicated, that has not been utilized for 12 years, into a North Fork fine dining experience of an upscale restaurant of 2,600 square feet in connection with a proposed 20-room, 5-story boutique hotel. We further obtained from the Riverhead Town Assessor, Laverne Tenenberg, an estimate of the assessment for the project as such for land and structural use presently, and what the current assessment, as to the current assessment, which is 36.5 for the land, and with the residents 76.3. But with the proposed land and the structure, it's 36.5, and with the proposed renovation as a restaurant and also the construction of the hotel, boutique hotel of 20 rooms, it would go up based on the assessor's valuation to $657,900. The point that I would like to make here is we are proposing a structure with a restaurant. The house already exists, and rather than demolish the restaurant, which sits in a DC1 zoning district, which permits a restaurant and also permits the residence that's there, we would be adding to it the hotel. The hotel requires a special permit from you as the town board. The zoning, if we wanted to just leave the respective residence and convert it to a restaurant, would not require any action based on the current zoning, or we could seek to demolish the residence, which is not our intention to do, and build an entirely new structure. Our proposal, however, when you look at your code, indicates that per room there needs to be 1 stall for every room in the hotel, which would be 20 stalls. As to parking stalls for the restaurant, it would be a requirement of 3 seats, 1 parking space for 3 seats. As such, the total of parking spaces required would be a number of 62 in total that would be needed for this proposed project. We've looked at it, we've reviewed the goals and the expectations of the Riverhead Town Urban Renewal Plan, seeking to eliminate blighted and or substandard conditions and to revitalize the downtown Riverhead area. That's our goal. This project, on behalf of the Petroselli Associates Development, is one that is our view, phase 3 of the downtown development. The reason that I say it as phase 3, as the board may recall, if you go back in time, which is why I've provided you with the 2008 article, and you look back to the original plan and development that was proposed for the Atlantis Aquarium as well as the hotel, the board had a history of taking a blighted property that was on the waterfront and seeking to revitalize it by the ambitious undertaking of the Bissett and Petroselli families together. If the board wishes, I could go the long history of the partnership between the town and the Petroselli-Bissett families. I've made notes of prior hearings.
The board does not wish that, I don't think.
However, I've decided that in the interest of time and the benefit of this application, we'll forego that. But if you have questions, I'll be happy to provide and expound upon that for you. That being said, when you look at the subject property and the 2 properties that are adjacent to it, that they have a relationship, which would be tax lots 600, 129.4, 21.3, and 600, 129.3, 31, which are the properties which house the hotel and the ballroom. There were tax certiorari's filed for those in the past for the 2014-15 and 2015-16 year, but those have been and are in the process of being withdrawn in the courts. Those will no longer exist. They have been exonerated and removed, and we've spoken with Sir Tillman Ballin today, who represented the property owners, to ensure that those will cease in their moving forward. That being said, when you look at the parking district total in terms of the valuation of the district and what the taxes are paid, there is approximately $165,000 that is going into the parking district. Of that, our particular two existing properties represent 28.6%.
Higher than I thought, huh?
Excuse me?
Higher than I said yesterday.
Much higher than what you said and discussed yesterday. The total that is paid by our present operations in the district is $47,214,000.01. So $47,214 and a penny. In addition, we pay through those two properties in the lighting district a total of approximately $7,200. So you have an existing operation, existing business with committed property owners who are here trying to revitalize the downtown area and are pledged and committed to continue to do so. This particular request that we have before you is one in which the applicant, while we had made request of you in December, also made request to the Riverhead Town IDA for incentives that relate to mortgage tax, that relate to sales tax, that relate to pilots for property tax. And the Riverhead Town IDA on January 4th approved those requests, and we're now in the process of moving forward and addressing those. Based on that and our commitment to the project, what I've provided you with through the help of Mr. Petroselli and Mr. DeLuca, as well as the assistance of architects and Young, our surveying firm, in front of you is an elevation of the proposed building, which shows the existing residence with the proposed boutique hotel behind. The site plan is also shown, which shows you how it would be laid out, but unfortunately, because of the hotel combination with the restaurant, in order to preserve the existing structure, with the intent that in the future we will seek, pursuant to Chapter 73 of the Code, a landmark designation for the building. We intend to create, as I said, a fine dining experience in a restaurant that will have North Fork wines and North Fork typical fresh produce and dishes that are native to this Long Island area. That being said, we need and would like to continue the relationship with this board, and to allow us to go forward, we need to be included after your due deliberation and consideration into the parking district. I have the two original letters of support, which I'm going to provide you with, and I would like to have Brian DeLuca, who's our executive director under the Atlantis Holding Company, just explain a little bit about the operations as they presently exist and why they think and need that this hotel creation, along with the restaurant, will aid and abet downtown business, downtown goals, keep an attraction coming to the Riverhead Town area in the downtown location, and will help keep a revitalization, which is what you as a board are seeking to do and have so successfully supported and partnered with us towards that end. Unless you have a question of myself, I think the documents speak for themselves. The tax records are here, and I know you're all familiar with them based on your review of your assessment rolls and your budgets. If you have questions, I'd be happy to respond.
Yes.
And if not,
I think Councilwoman
Am
Giglio has a
I
question.
correct in saying that this was always a residence and therefore exempt from being in the parking district because it wasn't a business?
it's my understanding, it's in the DC1 zoning district at the present time. It was a residence. I have a copy of your
Because a lot of the residences downtown put in exemption letters saying that they only needed parking for the cars for their residences, so they asked to be exempt from the parking district.
I believe you are correct, but I think Mr. Koskevich could confirm that for you. I know we have a certificate of existing use or certificate of letter as it relates to the residence.
Okay.
And I know that we applied for a building permit so that we could ensure that the structure itself would be able to be resided and re-roofed because it was in such a deteriorating state. So as you can see, that's the limit of our development of the site. We have a pending site plan application that we're meeting with the town planning division department staff on May the 31st at 10:15. We also have been before several hearings or meetings with the architectural Review Committee, and they have endorsed and support the plan that you see in front of us. And we have a hearing next week on May the 25th before the Architectural Review Board to discuss the elevation as well. We have not made application to the zoning board because based on the revised plan that was submitted just within the last couple of days to the planning department, we're waiting for further evaluation and review in response to comment letters we've received. We anticipate that we've addressed everything that was raised on all levels of municipal agency comments, and we're hopeful that we, with this step, will avoid the necessity of the Zoning Board of Appeals if you include us in the district, because the parking will not become a zoning issue for the zoning board.
Okay, would you like to bring up your next witness?
Mr. DeLuca. And I will hand up to you the letters.
Good evening, Town Board. I want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to make a brief presentation. For those of you in the audience, that is Eric's foregoing the history of the Atlantis Holdings.
That was him keeping it short.
That was keeping it short. So,
Well, he had me at hello. I love the project, but I'm trying to remain
just so you know,
open-minded
that
to
was
it.
Eric keeping it short. Thank you, Eric Russo. My name is Brian DeLuca. I'm the executive director of the Atlantis Holdings project and been working there for 12 years. This phase of our project will complement and support the East Main Street Urban Renewal Plan and continue with the revitalization strategy for downtown. And we are excited to bring this project to fruition. As you're aware, when you travel, most downtowns that are rich in history have unique boutique hotels. This project of combining this Preston House restaurant, as Eric said, with Farm to Table and Long Island Wines, with the boutique hotel, once again lends to the emerging occupancy of Main Street. As we see businesses start to come in, this is another business just going to solidify the growth in Main Street. And we're happy to continue participation in that project. There is a market for boutique hotels. I'm sure some people say, well, you have the Hyatt across the street. Well, boutique hotel is unique and it's different. And there's also a target customer for that, and that's the millennials. And they are our focus and our target. And surprisingly enough, to really look at your statistical data, in 2017, the millennials generation will outspend the baby boomers, which is a majority of everybody up there. Maybe John might be beyond baby boomer, I'm not sure.
Listen, pal, I'm not a baby boomer. I was born after it. All right, meeting's over.
This project,
Neither is Jody. He just insulted the two of us.
It's okay.
these are facts, sir. So this project actually helps capture that market share of millennials, which is a
Eric,
generation
not a good witness here.
that we want to focus on. And as you're aware, as Eric cited, we do contribute 28.6% into the parking district tax, and this
Thank you.
project will further contribute to that tax base. We will continue to create jobs on this project, about 25 jobs. We will continue to create a positive economic impact on our downtown. With our overnight stays, we know that traveler spends about $245 per person, and our international traveler, which the hotel has the pleasure of having about 25 to 30% during the summer, is about $490 per person. We will continue to make this a thriving, walkable downtown. That's our objective, and that's what we will continue to strive for. Downtown needs to be the primary focus of Riverhead's revitalization, and we will continue to build and support this effort. This project will benefit downtown without question. We are continually contributing to the goal of building our downtown and ask the board's support in putting this property into the parking district. Thank you, short of any insults.
So I just have one observation. You being from Patchogue and all, how many hotels does downtown Patchogue have?
Downtown Patchogue, Pontieri has approached me personally about putting a hotel on Main Street.
How many do they have now?
He has one in the works. I can tell you, I met with him just 2 weeks ago.
That means zero. We have one, and I can't.
He has
wait
one.
for the
Listen,
second.
we have great bones here, and I've had several conversations with Mr. Pontieri, and thanks for telling everybody where I live, by the way.
I didn't tell them where you live.
So Mr. Pontieri is salivating for the bones of
That's
what
why
we have here.
we
We
want
have
you
we
here.
have the riverfront, we have an aquarium, we have an international branded chain hotel on Main Street, and we have the right bones to continue success. He would love to have a hotel, and we have it, and we want to put a boutique hotel.
And
So
he should have it, but we're gonna get this one, I hope. All right, I don't have any others. Does the board have any other questions? All right, does the public have any other? Eric, did you have any other witnesses?
No, this is my only witness, tactful or otherwise.
Would the public like to comment on this beautiful hotel? I'm sorry, I'm being biased here.
Angela DeVito, South Jamesport. Just in terms of a clarification, the extension of the town parking district would allow for the mitigation of any needs of, as commercial development of this property, for them to have on-site parking spaces. So therefore, there would be no need, if they're included in this action, to go through the planning board, which would ask about parking, as well as the ZBA for any variances to the number of parking spaces that would be permitted. That's the real sort of core of this application. I mean, there's no doubt of the contribution that has been made by Atlantis, the Hyatt, the business enterprises there. Good things have been done. It's brought traffic to the streets here. But the core of this is so that they do not have to. They will basically bypass the requirements that would be set for a property to have parking spaces on site. That's actually why this whole application is here. Am I understanding that right?
But that's boring. What they presented was really more exciting.
Well,
including
Sean,
Pontieri.
when you start competing with
Eric?
that entertainment, then you can start calling other people boring.
Angela, it's always a pleasure.
Angela,
All
they'd
right,
also be paying parking district tax.
they'll be paying parking district.
I understand that there'll be, and that will also allow for the upkeep of our parking district. The
Yeah.
only thing I'm curious about is that there was a letter from the bid, as well as, I forget the second letter, but the parking district did not submit a letter of support of this
Do they support
for
it,
the
Joe?
extension.
Yes,
It may
they-
have been an oversight.
No,
I don't know, but
No, they do support
no,
it.
I realize that there will be
I
increased
go with the bid
taxes.
in the parking district, though.
I understand that there will be more, an increased revenue stream coming into the town,
Right.
which we all know that we need desperately, and the parking district needs it, the lighting district needs it, all of those need it. But it's just to clarify what's the core of the action here. It has nothing to do with whether we're going to have people walking on the streets or that. We're extending it for those purposes.
All right, thank you. Does anybody else wish to be heard on the application? All right, Mr. Russo, do you have anything else to add to the matter?
No, Mr. Supervisor, members of the board, but
We're going to close
something
the...
you said.
Yeah, I don't know. They really love your application. Now it's over and the
The
entertainment's
entertainment's
all
over,
done.
so they're leaving.
All right, we will...
1 minute.
Okay. We will close the public hearing and leave it open for written comment to May 27th at 4:30 in the town clerk's office. Mr. Russo, thank you very much.
I thank you, Mr.
And
Supervisor, and
enjoy-
members of the board.
Good evening, Mr. Petroselli and Brian. Have a good evening.
The only part I just wanted
Oh,
to
I'm sorry, go ahead.
add for you is the fact that there has been acquisition of area properties to provide for additional parking that is utilized by the Petroselli Development Associates.
I know,
So
Joe reminds us, Brian reminds us of that periodically.
that's why he's standing here, because he wants to make certain that you understand that and you're clear about that point.
We understand, Mr. Petroselli. All right, thank you very
Have a
much.
good
Very much.
evening.
Thank you.
Take care.
Have a nice evening.
Now that we've closed that public
Thank you.
hearing and that entertainment portion of the show is over, does anybody wish to be heard on resolutions? Not seeing anybody?
I have one.
Oh, I closed the hearing, come on,
The
man.
only, no, it says to the resolution.
Oh, resolution, what's up? Go
There
ahead,
was
sir.
a request or consideration of the applicant related to a possible resolution concerning a landmark status for the Preston House.
You asked us to table that.
And I asked you to table that consideration because I have reviewed chapter 73 of your code, whatever it will be renumbered and newly identified as through
Some
the
other
efforts of
number.
the town clerk and the town attorney. But my point is, in considering it, we have various elevation, development issues, and we've gone through much of the process. If we're seeking to do that, we would like to do that after the fact, when at that point, although we're in the district presently for Downtown Historic District, we would wait that nothing be done as to this property so that we can ensure that we're able to proceed and then maybe then come back and seek the landmark status.
I think the board's gonna table it, correct?
Yes, we have plans to table it. We acknowledge your letter. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Have a good evening.
Take care.
And good
Stay
luck with the
calm.
rest of your business.
All right, does anybody wish to be heard on resolutions?
239, by the way.
Diane?
Is it, we can speak or no?
I'm gonna tell them. Angela?
Resolution 335 and Resolution 340, in which we have, not 340, so just 335. The budget adoption for Grangeville Park, how much is that? The restoration, how much is that being spent in that park? And is that through, is that
That's the walkway around with
the one that's popped
pebbles
up?
and
It's been up since Sandy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's been up
FEMA
for the
gave us
last
the
5
money to
years.
repair it.
Is the company that installed that paying for that? Because there was,
I think Buildings and Grounds installed it.
No, it's reimbursement from FEMA.
It's a reimbursement
and
from-
it was done
so there's no-
by- It was done by a contractor, and it was lifted, well, among other things, by Hurricane Sandy.
yeah,
Right.
okay, so there's no money being spent by the town for
No,
that?
no money being spent
Okay,
by
thank
town.
you.
Thank you. Okay, does anybody else wish to be heard? Wow, it's like everybody left. What did we say? Can we, Diane, can we take up resolutions?
Resolution 335.
330, Grangeville Park, also known as Milton Burns Park, SS Walkway Restoration, budget adoption. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Wooten.
He's absent, obviously.
Oh, I'm sorry. Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 336.
Capital project closures. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 337.
Riverhead Water District Capital Project number 30.
I'm sorry, I thought there was another hearing. I thought that's what you were asking. Did somebody
No,
want to
we're
speak on
doing
the last
resolutions.
hearing? I do. I want to speak on the resolution, or at least on the open comment period. Is it too late now that you've already entered into that?
Well, let's do resolution 337, get it done, and then we'll
They will let you speak.
Okay,
Go ahead.
wonderful. Thank you. Sorry, I apologize.
Riverhead Water District Capital Project number 30123, Stoneleigh Woods Phase 4 budget adjustment. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted.
Okay, Mr.
Randall Whiteboat, 436A Montauk Highway, East Quogue.
How you doing? What would you like to talk about?
I'm talking in regard, up here regards resolution number 369. This is regarding an amendment to site plan approval that was awarded over 2 weeks ago to my client.
All right, this is the only thing we're doing here is adding things that are really almost redundant because they're part of the town code, and usually we add town code provisions in our, so that you know you have to comply with the code. So there's really nothing here we're doing that you're not required to do anyway.
That's correct. Is that the only resolution or language that's being offered on that particular
That's
subject?
it.
Okay. All right, my client would agree to those terms.
All right, good. Well, there you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Diane?
Okay, resolution 338.
1044 Parkway Street, Water Capital Project 30133, budget adoption.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 339.
Pecona Care Water Capital Project number 30135, budget adoption. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 340.
2014 NATO Drive Park IMP number 70140, Capital Project closure. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 341.
Authorizing removal of fixed assets records from system. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 342.
Authorizes the town clerk to publish and post a notice for a public hearing for a change to the zoning classification of a certain parcel known as 9 Sound Road, Wading River, Suffolk County Tax Map District 600, Section 49, Block 2, Lot 20.01, from Residence B80, RB80, to Hamlet Center. to classify the action as type 2 for the purpose of secra and consider an amendment to the zoning map. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy,
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 343.
On 343, Chris Kempner checked and they won't do the parking, they're not paving in the parking, so they switched it up, if she didn't tell you, to street, the LED lights. But the other towns have not been successful getting paving, so I told her, put it with the LED lights, and we'll stick with what we know.
Yeah.
Supports and endorses pursuit of Suffolk County Downtown Revitalization Round 13 funding for downtown LED lights. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 344.
Secret resolution regarding application for Suffolk County Downtown Revitalization Round 13 funding for LED lights. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 345.
Authorizes funding application to New York State for Downtown Revitalization Initiative. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 346.
Authorizes submission of letter of intent and execution of contract by the supervisor for operation and maintenance grant program to New York State Environmental Facilities Corporation, EFC. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 347.
Rejects bid for 2016 fire and security alarm systems contract and authorize town clerk to repost and publish the attached notice to bidders. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
We only received one bid. That's why we're rejecting it and putting it out for an RFP again. So yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 348.
Ratifies the appointment of a temporary clerk to the tax receiver's office. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 349.
Accepts the retirement of an account clerk typist. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Just a small typo in the first paragraph, the account clerk typist, it should be uppercase A.
Oh.
Where's Sal? We don't need him. We have Bob.
Somebody's been on vacation.
Okay.
Moved
Hubbard.
and seconded
Yes.
as amended.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
No, that's good. We're doing it prospectively.
Okay.
We're accepting it.
We accept her letter. Lorraine did a great job. She worked for this town for quite a while, and I'm going to miss her. I vote yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 350.
Changes the status of part-time police officers. So moved.
And second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yeah, this is just a requirement for civil service, so it's something we had to do. Yes, I vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted.
And I attended the graduation. We have 2 more part-time police officers, and I forgot to mention to the chief, the graduation was Monday. Monday? Tuesday? Tuesday. Can you bring the part-time officers in, so we don't have to swear them in, you've already done it, but so they can meet the town board and we can welcome them aboard? Thank you, chief. All right.
Resolution 351.
Appoints an account clerk typist. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
This is replacing a retired employee. Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 352.
Appoints an account clerk typist. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
This is
This is Karen.
replacing someone that is getting moved to another department because of retirement. So, yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 353.
Ratifies the reinstatement and reassignment of an account clerk typist. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 354.
Set salaries for 2016 summer personnel for the recreation department.
Do
So
we
moved.
hold for a second, do we want to do, these are all recreation, are they all in a
Can we
row?
put them all together?
Diane, do we think? 354, 355 is appoint seasonal water safety instructor to the Recreation Department. 356, appoint seasonal lifeguards to the Recreation Department. 357, appoint seasonal beach attendants to the Recreation Department. 358, appoints a call-in recreation aide to the Recreation Department. 359, appoints a call-in recreation specialist to the Recreation Department. 360, appoints seasonal beach manager to the Recreation Department. 361, ratifies a call-in clerk to the Recreation Department. Can we move 354 through 361?
I just want to make one
as
statement. The only thing different among all these resolutions is their salaries. Some get more than the others because of their experience and the job that they do. So,
Can we move, sorry, can you, are you moving 354 through 361 as one, John?
yes.
Okay,
I'll
So
second.
move.
okay, moved and seconded. Vote on resolutions 354 and through 361, please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio,
Yeah, I just want to, yes, and I just want to say that if anybody is looking for a summer job, the Personnel Department is looking for applications. The Recreation Department needs additional hands. So please bring your applications in. Yes.
Dunleavy,
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolutions 354 through 361 are adopted. Resolution 362.
Authorize the selling of an annual beach permits by Angelo's Deli, Bates and Barrels, and, wait a minute, Angelo's Deli, Bates and Barrels, and Warren's Tackle Center. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy,
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 363.
Larry asked me to table this. We don't have to go out to RFP. He's working on doing a public auction and bringing everybody in at once, which we're hoping will raise a little bit more money because we haven't been getting the money that we know that scrap
Is
dealers
Larry
and
gonna
the
be the
penny saver.
auctioneer?
He might be. But we're not even getting close to the money that you could
Are
call
you
penny
going-
saver.
Are you going to withdraw this?
So let's table this motion for now if we can. Or we can withdraw it. Let's withdraw it.
Yeah.
Let's withdraw. We can always bring it back.
Okay, I make a motion, we withdraw resolution number 363 for the authorization to publish advertisement for junk and abandoned vehicles for the town of Riverhead. Motion to withdraw.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded as to withdraw.
Hubbard.
Vote, please.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution 363 is withdrawn. Resolution 364.
Adopts a local law to amend Chapter 95 entitled Taxation of the Riverhead Town Code, Chapter 95-47, exemption for landmarks or properties within historic districts. So moved.
And seconded.
I have one amendment after you've done that. Even though we've tried this a number of times, we still have the little ball stuff. I've highlighted the change on the last page. I've adopted for the board members. Because there was a particular section that did not read well, didn't make a lot of sense. And I'm hoping that this sort of clarifies, and this was one of the things I believe that Deputy Town Attorney Prudenti pointed out at the public hearing. The current code says when the project returns to a use, a building, which has not been used. So we're gonna take out the words use a building and put in the words a permitted use under the zoning, so that the section would say the project returns to a permitted use under the zoning, which has not been used.
She
for
did
permitted.
talk about that, so do we want to move that as amended, Councilman Hubbard?
Yes, I would like to move that as amended.
John?
And seconded.
Moved and seconded as amended, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes, as amended.
Dunleavy,
Yes, as amended.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 365.
Amend Resolution 289, adopted on April 19, 2016, to reflect town support for the County of Suffolk purchase of approximately 11 acres, Suffolk County Tax Map number 600-68-1-35, and PO Suffolk County Tax Map number 600-47-1-3.3 of vacant land located on Main Road, Jamesport, New York. Subject property owned by TDG Jamesport Owner LLC as a hamlet park, and agreement to improve the parking and trail path and maintain subject property and improvements. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 366.
extends bid contract for hauling and disposal of dry cake, sludge, and grit and screen waste for Riverhead Sewer District. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
yes,
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 367.
Authorizes the supervisor to execute a professional services agreement with Business Automation Services, BAS. So moved.
and seconded,
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 368.
authorize the town clerk to publish and post public
Would you like to
notice.
table this one, John?
wanna
This is the
table
one Eric Russo has to table. So can you make a motion to table? This is the,
Uh,
putting the Preston House in the
Okay,
historic
yeah, this
district.
is,
That's no
I
worry.
make a motion to table 368, so moved,
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes, table.
Dunleavy.
yes,
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution 368 is tabled. Resolution 369.
Amends resolution number 310 of 2016, Old Castle Retail. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 370.
Authorizes the supervisor to execute an agreement authorizing the town to accept funds from Suffolk County Office for the Aging to supplement the town's expanded in-home services for the elderly program. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
yes,
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 371.
authorize the supervisor to execute an agreement with Cone Incorporated for elevator maintenance and service at the George Young Community Center, so moved,
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
yes,
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 372.
Approves the application for fireworks permit of Newton Carnival's Family Festival on June 10th, 2016. And this is 6164 Route 25A in Wading River. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes, this is the Peconic Bay Medical Center Family Festival that they do every year up there in Wading River.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
yes,
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 373.
Approves Chapter 90 application of North Brookhaven Chamber of Commerce, 22nd Annual Duck Pond Day, Sunday, June 5th, 2016. So moved.
and seconded,
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
yes,
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 374.
approve chapter 90 application of Peconic Bay Medical Center Family Festival, June 10th through June 12th, 2016, so moved,
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
yes,
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 375.
Authorization to publish advertisement for snack vendors for the town of Riverhead. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
yes,
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 376.
What do you want to do with
Believe
the
we
campo
wanna-
thing?
Gonna table it.
Table this.
Okay. Just, we have to take action by June 1st, or there's
Correct.
nothing left?
We
Okay,
have to
can I
have
get a
a
motion to
special-
table it?
Special meeting. Motion to table, Resolution 376. Declares Campo Brothers in default in connection with the subdivision entitled Cedar Cove. So moved to table it.
John, you want to second?
I'm gonna second it, but we have to move on this.
Yes, we
by
do.
June
In other
1st.
words, right? We'll probably make a decision tomorrow. We may have a
Yeah.
special board meeting, I understand, tomorrow. Okay,
do
moved
it
and
next
seconded as to
Thursday, too.
table.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes,
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution 376 is tabled. Resolution 377.
ratifies removal of bunker, so moved,
A second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
yes, this is the stuff, the fish that are in the bay, we're removing them,
350,000 pounds so far.
350,000 pounds so far. So we have to, before they die. So moved.
Second, you voted.
That's a yes?
That's a yes, John?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Vote.
Yeah.
Yes. Walter.
I'll vote yes. I am meeting with Southampton Town, if we get our work session done quick enough, going to Southampton Town to ask them to contribute a penny a pound to this, so.
We you should have that meeting before we have work session, when it comes to the $10 million grant.
Resolution three
That's
seventy-seven
about all
is
we're gonna
adopted.
get, $7,500. Resolution 378.
Extends bid contract for well and pump testing for the Riverhead Water District. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 379.
Extends bid for quick lube maintenance for use in Riverhead Water District. So moved.
And second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 380.
Extends contract for well and pump emergency services for the Riverhead Water District. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 381.
Extends bid contract for corrosion control chemical for the town of Riverhead. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 382.
Approves change order number 2, installation of water mains and appurtenances, Stoneleigh Woods Phase 4, final construction cost, Riverhead Water District. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 383.
Pay the bills. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted.
All right, there were two resolutions to come off the floor.
Please.
Are they coming off the floor, 384 and 385?
Those two are coming off.
I have
Then
3.
we're on
Well,
to
and I have
anything
two.
else.
All right, well,
We got 4.
There should
Okay.
be 3 altogether.
Well, I'm gonna put.
Oh,
I'm
you're
gonna
counting
put a
2 as
vote
the one?
up.
Gotcha.
which one
so
does
everybody
the-
gets a chance to vote on each
Okay.
one.
What's the desire of the board for we usually give the firefighters and the ambulance free parking stickers, but I understand the board wants to extend that. We don't normally extend that, but you want to extend that?
Well, the thing is that this is for our volunteers, not for the paid people. And I'm gonna amend this, to state that it's for provide parking tickets and and no charge, Riverhead Fire Department and ambulance companies, provide the chief, of each department submits a list of volunteer members, not the paid members. Because what's happened years ago, we did this years ago, and the paid members live up on Islip and all over the place, and they requested, beach stickers. So this is only for the volunteers that volunteer for the services, and I want to amend those for that.
And we don't normally provide 4x4 stickers free of charge, so is that something that the board wants to do? That's not something we normally do.
I think so, because you know what, the firefighters, they have to sometimes drive on the beach.
Yes.
If there's a
Well,
fire.
that does, if they drive on the beach, you don't need a.
Pursuant to their duties, they don't
Yeah.
need one, but on more than one occasion, firefighters or EMTs have been off-duty with a 4x4 sticker that they paid for and provided services while they were down on the beach, on more than one occasion. So I'm in favor of letting them have the
Okay,
4x4
So only for the
also.
volunteers, not for the paid.
Correct.
Okay,
members.
so then we're going to do the resolution that says for the 4x4
4x4,
stickers.
right, so I have one.
The one that says for the 4x4s, the other one's out.
But I want to amend it, Bob, to say, volunteer active members.
Active volunteers and non-paid
Yeah.
staff, or?
Active members and
Active volunteer members.
active volunteer members.
Active
So
volunteer
that's the
members.
first
Yeah.
resolve.
Yeah.
Submits a list of all the volunteers.
Because they do provide, great service for the town of Riverhead.
Okay.
So this is number 384, Diane?
386. 384 is the recycling and
Yep, all
municipal
right, so
solid waste.
384 is extends bid contract for the disposal of recycling, disposal and recycling of municipal solid waste. This is the stuff that does anybody talk to you guys about this? This stuff we collect at our beaches and our parks. The bid contract was up April 30th. And nobody put a resolution in to get it extended.
Yep.
And we can extend it for one term, so we're asking to extend it for 1 year. Is the board okay with that?
This was an extension as per the original
As per
contract.
the original
Okay.
contract.
And I was told that Maggio agrees to the extension.
Yes. And then 385 was authorizing waiver of the 30-day notification required by the New York State Liquor Authority for TGI Fridays.
And I asked Diane about
Yeah,
this, and she
you
said
were-
that the only
well,
difference is.
No, you were right, Jody, it is new. When I looked at, they had sent a letter, and it is a new company. That was fine. Let me show you.
Oh, they were sold?
Okay, so they're.
This is the
It's-
existing
The-
one up there, though.
The
Yeah,
liquor
the existing one up
license
there, but the
isn't
lic-
transferable, so every new owner has to re-qualify.
Okay.
Can we move all three of these to take them off the floor and then vote on them?
Yes.
I make a motion that we, take off the floor 384, 385, and 386. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolutions 384, 385, and 386 are taken off the floor.
Okay, Jody, 384, you wanna call that one?
Yes. Extends bid contract for disposal and recycling of municipal solid waste. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 385.
Authorizing waiver of 30-day notification required by the New York State Liquor Authority, TGI Fridays. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 386.
Authorize the Recreation Department to provide parking or 4x4, 4x4 beach access stickers at no charge to the Riverhead Fire Department and Ambulance Corps volunteers. So moved.
I'll second.
Hold on a second, it says Riverhead Fire Departments, you mean not to include Jamesport and Wading River?
Yes, I do, yes. I guess, do we ever do, yes.
And so, so
we
it
have
should
to- we
say
have to-
Riverhead Fire
Yeah.
Fire
Department.
departments within the, your,
What about the Manorville guys?
So it's the four of them.
And they have two different townships in those departments.
Well, Jamesport and
Jamesport-
Wading River's the same thing.
Yeah,
So it would be, to provide no charge to the
Riverhead
Riverhead,
Jamesport
residents
and Wading
that-
River.
no, residents, no,
Riverhead residents.
Riverhead residents
that are active volunteer members.
right,
of the following fire departments.
right.
You got that, Bob? So Riverhead residents that are active members of the following fire departments
Riverhead, Jamesport, Wading River,
and Manorville.
and Manorville. And the ambulance company. Riverhead Volunteer Ambulance Company. We're volunteers.
We have volunteers in the ambulance district that don't live in Riverhead, so they wouldn't
No,
be
it
able-
says we said Riverhead residents.
Right, so the people that volunteer that don't live in Riverhead, they
Don't
wouldn't
get
get
it.
it.
Don't
Okay.
get it, yeah.
So what do you got now? What's it sound like?
no charge to Riverhead residents that are active members of the following fire, should be fire districts, fire departments.
Fire districts.
Fire districts, Wading River, Manorville, Jamesport, and Riverhead, and, active member of Riverhead Volunteer Ambulance Corps.
And residents.
Volunteer.
Should be residents, active, whatever, the same thing you said on the first one.
Okay.
You'll get that to me, Michael.
Okay, clear as mud. You all clear out there? Good.
I think it should be volunteers for everybody. I think Wading River has some paid
Yeah, that's what.
people in it too.
Alright, so unpaid, active.
Right,
members.
okay?
All right, good job, John.
So moved.
Seconded as amended and written from the dais.
That's it.
Can I get it?
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted.
All right, we're done with our business. Does anybody wish to address the town board on any matter? Yes, Larry Oxman. What do we do for you, sir?
How are you?
Hi, good evening. I wanted to address the board on the New York State, the grant, the New York State Revitalization Initiative. And then, but you did a resolution, and I didn't realize that you were going to do that. I was going to encourage the participation of the town of Riverhead with the town of Southampton.
What we're gonna do, what we're doing is I've asked Chris Kempner, and I think she's got 2 applications. We're gonna look at them tomorrow at work session. The board is going to make a determination whether we're gonna go it alone or go it with Southampton tomorrow after we get the applications to them and everybody can read it. Correct, Chris?
We just got, the joint one late today, and it's basically the
Just
same
give the,
one.
give the
Yeah.
joint one to the board and the single one to the board, and we'll read it, give it to them first thing tomorrow morning, and we'll make a decision tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Circulate by email, but I can also.
That's fine, that's fine. You better give me a hard copy, I don't know if I'll read it tonight.
Yeah.
And I crossed out by hand, because there's no compare, it's very difficult to see what was added, but it's basically a math difference.
Okay, well, look at it tomorrow. We may or may not, depends on what the board decides tomorrow.
Okay.
Maybe it depends on how much dead bunker they pay for it.
Larry, you said you were in favor of splitting it
yes,
with
yes.
Southampton. Can you
I am in
expand on,
favor.
go a little bit further into that?
I
'Cause
think
I'm
that-
not convinced of that.
Sure.
Neat.
There are other communities on Long Island that are fairly strong, whether it's Wyandanch or the Ronkonkoma hub, and I think that what's happening over in Riverside, which is really akin to what's happening here in the downtown, the 2 towns going together makes a much stronger application. The Franca, which is the Civic Association of Flanders, Riverside and Northampton passed a resolution suggesting that the 2 towns work together. There was going to be a bid meeting tonight, but it got canceled at the last moment this afternoon. I was going to talk to the bid and try and get a letter of support again, suggesting that the 2 towns cooperate.
So I will add my 2 cents. Normally I would say we wouldn't necessarily cooperate, but they have a little bit more political clout than the town of Riverhead has, and so while my feeling is that we have a stronger application standing on our own because of everything we have going downtown, our application may not get the same look if it doesn't have, let's just say, the political clout that Southampton may have. So tying them together, in my opinion, may be the only way they even look at us.
Is there
Not
any
that politics-
distribution, is there any accounting as to the distribution of the funds provided we get the grant?
I think they set up a committee, and what I would say is the committee is going to have to be of the town board members. The chances, first of all, to be honest with you, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen done by an elected body.
Really?
This is about the dumbest thing. You give $1 million
I've seen a
to
lot.
one town, well, by the governor's office, is not a smart thing to do. But we're gonna try to be as competitive as possible, because I think what this lends itself to is just waste by dumping this amount of money. But I think that because of probably the statement I just said, and the fact that we're all Republicans and there's a Democrat for it over there, and the governor happens to be of that political party, anybody that says that doesn't make a difference isn't following politics. So I think for that reason alone, we probably will have a stronger application together, even though the majority of good things happening in the
Based on the merit of the
11901
application.
zip code is happening in this town.
That's right. But Larry,
Yes.
you know, it goes me to, we'll cooperate with them, but they have to cooperate with us. We're taking the fish out of the river. That helps both our towns.
It's never gonna
The
get.
town line runs right in the middle of the river. And they don't wanna help us, remove those fish.
Well, then,
So, you
people
know,
over here,
cooperation
I'll
on
go-
both sides
I'll
of
go
the
talk
river.
to them. I
I'm
have
gonna be
no-
there tomorrow to try to get
So-
$7,500 from them.
So,
He's gonna be there with the application for Jay to sign and John to sign.
it would be very
only
nice
thing
to
we're
see
gonna get out of this is
much more
$7,500.
of a working relationship between the 2 towns. So, and there are good things that are happening on both sides, and what happens on one side affects the other. So,
Agreed.
okay.
But we
All right,
need the
thank you,
money
Larry.
here, Larry. We need the money here.
Well, some is better than nothing. So,
Yeah.
if in fact it makes a stronger application, I hope you consider that. Thank you.
Point well taken.
All right, does anybody else wish to be heard tonight? Not seeing anybody, can I get a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion, we adjourn the town board meeting, so moved.
Second.
Seconded, moved and seconded, vote please, all in favor, aye, opposed,
Aye.
abstentions, we're adjourned. Oh, we get, be done by 8. What? No, by 8.
Amen. By 9.
Now, there's a committee that gets set up, and I'm not clear as to who the committee.
Councilman, the resolution that we did for the fire districts in the ambulance corps, can you send me that?
I'm not
So
sure
that I can
who-
manipulate it?
I don't
Who
think we have
prepared it?
Snowball's Transcend Health.
You can't remember?
I can remember it, but I gotta now do it from
I think
scratch.
we
When you
increase
send it to me,
Southampton's chances.
I can take what you give
He's
me
gonna-
and